What's going on, guys? This is going to be a quick update video. I went live last night. Shout out to everybody that was on the live stream last night. Most of this commentary is going to be from a clip from the stream that I did last night, but I wanted to add this update first before y'all saw my commentary from last night. Also, make sure y'all go and check out the live stream that I did. Link will be in the description box. But apparently, Ashlee Jenae, aka Ashlee Robinson, had a blowout argument with her fiance while on a birthday trip in Tanzania. Now, the family believes that something happened. The family believes that she did not take her own life, but that is what he's trying to push. Apparently, the Tanzania government may agree with this, but I want to get into this real quickly. It says Ashlee Jenae, according to TMZ, Ashlee Jenae was involved in a dispute with her fiance, Joe McCann, during her tragic passing in Tanzania earlier this month. Something local police say is now part of an active investigation. So they're still investigating what it looks like. According to the police captain Benedict, the couple had a falling out at the luxury resort Zuri Zanzibar, with hotel staff stepping in and separating them. So that that is your motive for this guy. All right, you have this guy who thinks that, you know, he's this rich white guy and that this, you know, young 31-year-old black female should be happy to be with him. And from what I've seen from rumors, they said that they were arguing possibly because she may have been cheating on him. Now, this is what rumors that have been put out here, that she possibly was talking to another guy. That could send this guy over the edge, especially a guy who probably has an ego. You know, he seemed like a guy who's introverted, a guy who can't get women unless he's tricking, you know. The situation escalated enough the staff to alert authorities with concerns raised about Ashlee's well-being, prompting a report to the police station. Her family said Ashlee, whose real name is Ashlee Robinson, was found unconscious in her villa and she was rushed to a hospital. Police say that she died the following day. Friday the 10th, a local news report indicates. So it says she was unconscious. She was rushed to the hospital and she passed away the following day. And they're indicated it was a suicide. Indicated that she took her own life, right? Ashlee's father, Harry, tells TMZ that was the early narrative from police, but stresses the family is now involved and the investigation is ongoing. He adds they've been in contact with the embassy and funeral director, and as of now, there's no official ruling on her cause of death. So they're going to continue to look into it. But what this looks like, this adds to everything. It adds more context to people saying that he possibly got upset because she may have been talking to somebody else. Still doesn't give this guy the right to take her life if he did. Right. So I want to add this in here. The rest of this video is going to be my commentary from last night. Make sure y'all like this video, hype this video, and share this video. I'll see you. Now, I am seeing talk of her possibly having another guy outside, because it just doesn't make any sense. Why would this guy take this woman that he's trying to marry, a younger woman at that, to Tanzania to propose to her, only to end her life? Because I don't think she took her own life, to be honest with you. I don't think so. I think he had a lot to do with that. I don't have any proof of information right now, but it would not shock me. They found her hanging? Like, come on, man. Like, why? What? I mean, you telling me a 31-year-old melanated woman with no signs of any type of wanting to harm herself would harm herself? Something about that just isn't right. So let's look at the angle, right? She's messing around with Pookie and Ray Ray behind this dude's back. He goes through her phone. I mean, this guy, I don't know what he looks like. He might be in his 40s or 50s. Why are you trying to marry a 31-year-old? You know damn well she ain't giving up the male friends. She ain't giving up the male attention. There are men that she's been dealing with for years. You think she's going to give that up if what is being said is right? Why are you you being an older white guy, why are you trying to wife up this 31-year-old influencer who lives in Miami? Come on, bro. She lives in Miami. Maybe that's how Fresh knows, because she lives in Miami as well. You trying to wife up a 31-year-old Miami chick? And the thing is, I don't think this dude is as rich as he's claiming. Maybe that's what she found out and he got mad because she realized she was fooled. Salute to everybody that's here. I am live on YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, Rumble, Twitter, Twitch. Just trying to be on more than one platform. Now, this story has really blown up. And one of the narratives, shout out to Poetic Flacco, right? But he posted a video that said that black men were celebrating her losing her life. Bro, I don't celebrate these women losing their lives. I speak the truth. And it's very clear to me that she did not have any respect for black men. And her preference in this devil cost her life. But I'm not celebrating that because she has a family who's grieving. I think a lot of black men are keeping that same energy. They're not celebrating, but they're keeping that same energy because for years we have seen black women get on platforms and celebrate, dig up dirt on black men who were in mixed relationships. And if that woman ends up taking that man's life, they the ones who celebrate it. I think we're just keeping that energy. That's all we're doing. But nobody's celebrating. We're being honest. Would you want us to lie and be fake? That's why I included it in my video. Again, salute to everybody that's here. Make sure that y'all like the stream because I'm going to do some talking in this stream. Let's not push that narrative. Nobody's celebrating a woman losing her life because she's gone. Just like the woman who lost her life. She was dating that weirdo white male in Louisiana and he took her life. She was on the same type of time this female is. And I want white women to understand. No, not white women, excuse me. I want black women to understand. White men don't respect the bedwench mentality, the divester mentality, because they know that you see them as a fetish too. They're fetishizing you and you're fetishizing them, which is why these guys have no problem taking these women's lives because they talk to them. They see the things that they say. And they are disgusted as well. That's why they have no problem doing what they are doing to these women. So if these women think that they find it attractive, they don't. Salute. So this whole celebrating thing, nobody's celebrating it, but the truth is the truth. Her preference for this guy, her willingness, even though she was warned not to go to Tanzania with this guy because he's sketchy. He looks like somebody's grandfather. He looks like a young grandfather, right? And you're 31 years old and you're ready to marry this guy. You know he's deeply insecure. So now again, I don't have no proof or information or proof or info on this, but let's say that she was dealing with other guys behind his back. Of course it would drive this guy crazy. It would. These women listen to these heifers. We need to talk about that more. We need to talk about the fact that these women are listening to these divested heifers on social media and they think that can be applied to real life. And you just can't, because the only type of men these women are going to run into are weirdos. You have to be a weird white man to date a black woman who talks crap about the men of her own race. Yeah, they were warning her in the comment section. And then you had coons, sellouts, getting mad because people were warning her. You don't put people on a pedestal. This is why I don't put white women on a pedestal. Y'all know I talk crazy about white women. You know why? Because I'm not pressed about being with a white woman. I don't put a white woman on a pedestal. So I but when you pedestalize and you put people up there as if they're the reincarnation of your Lord and Savior, it's weird. Stop putting people on the pedestal. I've been telling y'all this almost 10 years. Stop putting people on the pedestal. All they do is set themselves up for these type of events. And now her family and friends are all over social media telling anybody that will listen that he did it. But people are going to look at her behavior and the things that she said, and they're not going to want to care about what he may or may not have done. And a lot of these Caucasian guys that be dating black women come off as weird anyway. Just weird energy. I'm telling you, man, people need to have this. A lot of these news outlets need to have the same energy toward the divestment community that they do have against the red pill community. Why do they have so much smoke for the red pill community, but they have no smoke for the divestment community? This is the second female recently that have been calling themselves a divester that lost their life due to a Caucasian partner, but nobody wants to talk about that. They just want to talk about what his name is, Claviler, whatever his name is. The guy, he calls himself Looks Maxing guy from Kick, right? They want to do interviews with him as if he is the leader of the red pill red pill philosophy. Are you serious? Are you serious? A 20-year-old male that doesn't even know who he is? They need to have the same smoke. Yeah. Clavicular. Yeah. That guy looks like he's related to Nick. Listen, man, it's crazy out here. It's crazy. The worshiping. How many go look at my archives. Salute to everybody that's here. Go look at my video archives. I've been telling y'all about this white worship. I've been warning y'all about this white worship. I've been warning you heifers about this white worship. I'll talk to these black men about this white worship. White worship can be your undoing. You don't put people on pedestals because they will always disappoint you. The question that we need to ask is, was there somebody in the background? Because it's obvious that she didn't take her own life. I'm just being honest with you. She did not. If you ask my opinion, I don't think she took her own life. I think this dude had a lot to do with it. Now, again, we don't have any information or proof of it, but he could possibly get away with it because of the country he's in. They don't have the resources to really investigate. He waited, 2 days before he called the police? Shout out to Brian. My whole thing is this. Where's the smoke for the divestment community? Why aren't they doing interviews? You got 2 black women lost their life who were claiming the divestment ideology, but nobody has smoke for them. But you want to interview 20-year-old streamers about the red pill. Are you serious? They want men to fail. Why do you think you don't see a lot of organizations geared towards young men? But you see all these get-togethers, all these organizations for women, and women still make stupid choices. That's why I say American women are so spoiled. They don't understand how good they got it. This whole Western society is to benefit them, and they still fail. They still make the wrong choices, and they blame everybody else for that. But we have proof of your failure. We have proof of it. The red pill community has been under attack for 10, 12, 13 years, probably longer than that. Hit pieces, documentaries, infiltration. Why ain't nobody trying to infiltrate the divestment community and do documentaries? Where's the Netflix documentary on the divestment community? On the worship? What's good, Slim? Like, where is it? This woman lost her life. And she just had no clue how much danger she really was in. That's the crazy thing about it. And now everybody is wondering what happened and how it could have been avoided, right?